Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. Gonna be a hot one today. Gonna be over 100 for at least the next today, tomorrow, and Monday. We have a heat advisory, so I can't think of anything better to have on a hot day than pie. I'm not much on cakes in summertime. I find them a bit heavy, but as far as pies are concerned, that's a totally different story, especially a chilled pie. And last night, I went ahead on the Rosie McNamara, the Teeny Weeny Bikini Baking, and I baked a nice coconut cream pie with a difference. And I've made coconut cream pie a lot of times. For this time, I've discovered through sort of an accidental means by another person how to make the perfect pie crust. Now, let me try a bite of this. And this set up really well. It looks delicious. I toasted the coconut beforehand in a pan with a little bit of butter until it got a nice light brown on it, and I folded that in, and boy does that make a big difference in the taste. Before, when I would bake, I'm sorry, this is this is so good. Old Rosie girl's got to go in and have another bite. Look at how nice and brown that is on the bottom. It's just perfect, that crust. As I talk with my mouth full. For years I've been baking on YouTube, and when it came to making pies that you would separately make the filling, whether it was lemon meringue or whether it was chocolate cream pie or coconut cream pie, I would always pre-bake the shell. Okay, and I would always be kind of disappointed because it would be a little tough, the shell. Sometimes it's hard to get it baked perfectly, and it would be a little bit crunchy. It would be hard to slice the pie. And about a month ago, a friend of mine sent me a recipe for a buttermilk pie, and thank you, Lisa Sweats, for doing that. A great YouTube friend of mine sent me a recipe for buttermilk pie. It was an astounding pie. It was simple to make, the backbone of which was buttermilk, and it was delicious. But the unusual thing about that recipe was that it used a crust that baked along with the filling. In other words, instead of pre-baking and messing with pie weights and everything else, this one you just took an unbaked pie shell, you poured your buttermilk filling in, and you baked it. And I was shocked at how good the crust tasted on it. And the real easy way I made that crust was, according to the directions recipe, 3 ounces of cream cheese, which is about a third or maybe a quarter of those blocks of cheese you get the Philly cream cheese. A stick of butter, which is half a cup, and a cup of flour. And if you want a little bit of a sweet crust, you pour a little tablespoon or 2 of sugar in. You put that in your mixer, you let it come together as a ball, you take it out, you pat it into a ball and pound it down to a disc, and you refrigerate it. And then when it comes time to make your pie, like last night, you just roll that out and you're good to go. None of that messing around with adding ice water and cutting into butter with knives or a pastry cutter. It just redefined the way that I do pie crust, and they turn out so tender. This is just off the hook good, and I really appreciate that. I will never bake any pie crust with a pre-bake again. I will let the crust bake right along, as this one did, right along with the filling. It literally defines foolproof with a pie crust. So I recommend it. All you guys that bake, do that. Try doing that. 3 ounces of cream cheese with half a cup of butter and a cup of flour. Just throw it in a mixer, swirl it together till it sticks together, then just roll it into a ball, flatten it into a disc, and refrigerate it for 3 hours up to overnight. Let it come out for about an hour before you're ready to bake, and it rolls out good. It's like a dream. I'll tell you what, this pie is like a dream today too. And if you're going to make a coconut cream pie, or even a pie with pecans or almonds in it, my best advice is to, and coconut too, like toast the coconut or toast the nuts first in a frying pan with a little bit of butter, and it's going to really deepen the flavor of it. Mukbanging the Saturday away. I'm dreading this heat coming today, that's for sure. Every time I do a video. It's the hood. That thing might go off for an hour, it might go off for a minute, it might go off all day. This crust is delicious. Look at how nice and brown that is. Sorry about that. I think you guys are used to it. I worried about the top part of the crust with the baking that it might get a little overdone, but it just reached a point, and it didn't go any worse. And just having that little browning on the crust just makes it so tasty. I hope you guys will do that. Give that a try if you're going to bake a pie. Forget about pre-baking the pie shell and all that nonsense. Just fill it, throw it in, and with the unbaked shell. I wish I could do this all day. Delicious. You guys ready for fall? I am. Let's get some nice, cool, crisp days, huh? Say something, Rosie. Let me tell you this. I've never had a pie crust so tender, and it just really helped to complement that coconut cream pie. Anyway, have a wonderful day. It is Labor Day weekend. Be safe out there, okay? Don't do dumb things, and do give this pie crust a try. 3 ounces of cream cheese, half a cup of butter, one of those sticks, and a cup of flour. Throw it in the mixer, let it come together, take it out, put it into a disc, refrigerate it. Man, your life will be so much easier, and they will love you for it. Thumbs up are always appreciated, guys, and thanks for being along for the Saturday mukbang. I think I'll do a separate video for the other channel, just concentrating on the pie crust, to put that recipe out there, because I think the world deserves to know. Have a great day, everybody.